Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about 4 reasons why a man would ignore you. So, some men have a habit of ignoring women, right? And sometimes those men just don't have it all, right? Like they don't understand that maybe they're ignoring the wrong woman. Maybe they should wake up. Maybe they should look, right? So, some men are crazy like that, right? But that's not like the reasons we're going to go into today, right? We're going to go into legit reasons why a man would ignore you. So the first reason is because he does not value you, right? And when a man doesn't value you, it means he's not investing anything into you, right? And the reason he's not investing anything into you is most times it's like he's not that interested, right? And if it doesn't mean he's doing anything wrong, it just means he's not really like highly interested, right? And if a man is not like super highly interested in you and you allow him into your life, then you're basically telling the universe you want more of that, right? And not only that, but he will also he'll start feeling like you're like the best guy he has and that you can't do any better, and he's going to continue showing up that way, right? And you don't want him to continue showing up that way because it does not feel good to your soul, right? So if a man is not showing up the way you want him to, if he does not appear to value you, you got to get rid of him. You got to let go. And you don't have to be rude about it or anything. You could just say like, oh, okay, I see, you're busy, or maybe this isn't a good time for you. So maybe later, right? You don't have to be mean. Oh, let me turn this off. So you don't have to be mean or anything. You just let him go, right? And you may ask, like, what does a man do when he's actually invested in you? When a man is invested in you, he is going to call you. He's going to text you. He's going to tell you he misses you. And he's going to actually do things for you, right? Like he's going to do thoughtful things for you, and not like thoughtful things that you have to ask or beg him to do. He's literally just going to do thoughtful things for you because he wants to be with you. So number 2 is, hi Cynthia, hi Evan, hi Lamar. Number 2 is he will ignore you if he thinks you're crazy, right? A lot of women are crazy, right? We're like kind of naturally crazy, but we're like fun, like crazy, sexy, cool, right? So, but like we're talking about crazy, like if you're like impulsive, maybe you're like blowing up his phone, or maybe you like text him too much, or maybe if you just have like these antics, or you're overreacting, right? So when a man bags up from you and maybe he tells you that you're a little crazy, you have to really sit back and look at your own behavior and see like, okay, was I overreacting someplace? And then really check your energy, right? And notice like, were you spraying your energy all over him, right? Because men like really can't take when women give them too much energy, especially initially. Like a lot of women, like sometimes you think you're being like really loving and caring, but men do not receive it like that. He receives it as, oh my gosh, she wants my time, she wants my attention, she wants this from me, she wants that from me, and I can't give her those things, right? So he'll back off. So number 3 is if he's intimidated by you. Like men actually are intimidated by women. Like some men are intimidated by beautiful women. Some men are intimidated by successful women. Some men are intimidated by well put together, well spoken women, right? And in those cases, that has nothing to do with you. That's his own form of inadequacy, right? And in other cases, he just might be a different type of intimidated, but that doesn't mean that you should, stop being who you are and dim your light in order to go over there to him and make him feel better and more comfortable by being with a woman at your level. You can't do that, right? And like I said again, that would be dimming your light. And a lot of you women, you've already been dimming your light in relationships, which is the exact reason why you don't have the man you want or the man you need, because you've been playing dumb. And playing dumb is dimming your light, and therefore you're attracting people who don't even recognize your light. So that's the reason they don't value you. And in other cases, you can intimidate a man with your behavior. Like, let's just say we're online right now, right? So it's really easy for women online to intimidate a man, right? Like, if you read my posts, right, like, they're so intimidating, right? Like, only a lion will show up to talk to me because they're so intimidating, right? And I'm aware of this, right? But other women, they are not aware of these things. So it's like, if you're online and you're in your purpose and your posts are for a certain thing and you're like doing what you're called to do, that's one thing, right? But if that's not your intention, a lot of times women don't understand, like, a man can go to like your Facebook profile, your Twitter, your Instagram, and they can read your posts and they can see the things you say. And a lot of times, women say some very aggressive things that will really scare a man off, right? And when you're online, you have to realize, like, if a man likes you, he's like paying attention to everything you're doing online, right? Even if he doesn't comment, even if he doesn't like it, even if he says nothing, right? Like, he's watching everything, right? And it's like, if you say too much of the wrong thing, like, he'll get intimidated, because people they read into everything you do and say, and most of the things you do and say are like legit, right? So it's like a reflection of you. So if you really want dream man, and you think you never know where he's at, he could be online, then you want to watch the things that you actually say, and you don't want to come online like throwing the whiplash, right? I'm talking about women who do not use their Facebook page for business, right? So number 4 would be, he just has a lot going on with his life, right? And you should not take that personally at all, because some men do have a lot going on with their life. They're working, have family, they have the kids, they have charity, and they have free time, their boy time, and all these other things, because most men, they're always chasing success, right? It's like a never-ending route to chase success. So if he's doing that, like I said, don't take it personally. But at the same time, like I said earlier, like, just tell him, like, oh, okay, I see you don't really have much time for me right now. Like, cool. But at the same time, you have to understand that if a man was really interested in you, he would definitely spend time with you, right? Or he would make you important to him, right? So here's the thing. If you're talking to a man and he's not paying you that much attention, he doesn't really call, he doesn't really text, and you're the one doing all the pursuing, and he's not doing all the pursuing, and he says he's busy, and he has a whole bunch going on in his life, you're like, yeah, I feel you, I understand. Because, we're all busy, right? We make time for what's important to us, and we don't make time for what's not important to us, right? So take this example. If you give that same man, he gets a call, right, from Japan, and someone's like, hey, I need you in Japan in the next 3 days, right? And I'm going to give you $50 million if you're here within the next 72 hours. What is he going to do? He's going to drop everything, and he's going to make sure he gets to Japan, right? Because he values the $50 million. You see how that goes, right? So don't ever forget that people make time for what's important to them, right? So, if he is not making time for you and he's busy with other things, allow him to be busy and just step back and do your thing, because there's always another man who would love to spend time with you and would adore you. And, he can see you for the amazing woman you are right now. So, hi, Coco. Does anyone have questions before I get off? Ron just says he will make a way to get to you and make time, right? Coco says, I can't be mad my posts scare off scary man. Oh, Coco, I think your posts are really sweet. You're so feminine. Like, if you scare off a man, like, he's such a wuss, because you're so, like, darling and feminine. So that would be all his fault, darling. Hi, James. Hi, Kay. Yes, Kay says he will be intentional when he's interested. That is very true. Like, when a man is, like, really, really interested in you, like, there is no confusion, right? Because what do we say? God is not the author of confusion, right? So when a man shows up and he's really in his, King God DNA, like, he's going to step to you and he's going to say, hey, I want to be with you. And then he's going to back that up with actions, right? Then he's going to back it up with words. He's going to back it up with actions. You are going to know 100% that this man wants to be with you. Like, there are some men that kind of move slow for whatever reason they move slow, but, that's a different time zone. Because women, like, we have, like, ticking clocks. Like, we don't have all day. So it's up to you if you want to wait on him, if you think he's worth waiting on. If you feel like he's worth waiting on, you need to put a time limit on it, right? I mean, somebody else will tell you you never know, but that's part of women's problem, is you're always putting what a man wants first, right? You never put yourself first, and that's why you're, like, so overwhelmed and stressed out, because you put everybody before yourself. But it's actually okay to put your wants and needs first, right? Because you're the woman. You're supposed to be nurtured. So anyways, that's it for tonight, because I'm greedy and I need to go eat. So here's the thing. I have a course and there's 3 days left, and it's called Manifest Your Dream Mate, Unleash Your Inner Goddess, right? And we're going to, well, not we're, it's going to be me, right? I'm going to teach you how to be nice, sweet, soft, and feminine, right? But still fun and playful and still authentically you. And basically how to be a goddess and attract the things you want, because men these days, they're, like, looking for a lot, right? So if you want the cream of the crop man and you want your dream guy to come through, like, you got to do a little bit of work, right? And the thing is, most of the work these days is really on ourselves, and it's just, inner work that we have to do. And we want to do this inner work because you do not want to attract the same man you attracted in the past. Like, they wasted your time, right? You could have spent that time with somebody else, and, you could be happily married right now, on some island, half naked or something, stuff like that, right? So, after I get done, I'm going to post a link to the Goddess Unleashed course in, the comments, right? And ladies, I'm telling you, if you have any trouble with a man, this course is going to set you free. Like, my clients, like, do amazing things. They have high value men. They have men who pay bills now, and I mean, they're men are, like, flying in from countries to see them. They're taking trips, and they're really getting masculine men for the first time in their life, and men who enjoy paying for dates and just enjoy, like, helping them. It's, like, such the coolest thing, right? So, and then secondly, guess who has a book? I'm, like, so excited. I see it. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a book with me on the corner, right? But this book is called, it's backwards, right? So it's called You Can't Force a Man to Value You, right? Becoming a high value woman and attracting the man of your dreams. Like, I stopped my branding course. I stopped in the middle of my branding course to write this book because I just, like, God wanted me to write that book, right? He wanted me to write that book so that I could set women free, so that men can stop breaking your heart, right? And you just learn how to deal with men, how to communicate with men, so you can get a better man, right? But it's really not all about the man. It's really about you just being a high value woman and learning to walk in your power and just command the world and have the world show up with what you want. So that book is on Amazon right now. It's going to be on my website maybe next week whenever I feel like being in geek mode, building pages and stuff. So right now it's on Amazon. I would advise everyone to go get the book and tell your friends to get it. Any questions before I go? Oh, Rajay said you're the best positive speaker I know. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. You guys are like so sweet. Thank you, Kay. Okay, I'm trying to see the comments, but I don't really know what I'm doing, y'all. So anyways, I love you all. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. And oh, I forgot while I'm here. So if you want an autographed copy of the book, right, and you want one of my little cute little sparkling manifesting pens, you can actually inbox me and I will sign this for you, but it's gonna cost you probably $50 for maybe the next week. Other than that, you can get it on Amazon. So it's autographed with my little sparkling manifesting pen, right? So you would have to inbox me to do that. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm so starving. So love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.